I think this dishwasher's finally had it. And I've got stuff to go in it later. What is going on? Time for a candy dishwasher, maybe. Hey, it's back on. So my dishwasher was playing up, but it seems to be working now. simply just switching it on and off again by the mains. I'll let it fill up again and then I'll do the I'll reset it to turn it off. So it always does nozzle fill. Fill number 2. And off we go, faster rotation. So if you open it, it does beep as well. Okay. There we go. So it's telling me that the door is open. Okay. So we're gonna now restart the cycle, or drain the water rather. So I want to end the cycle. So press and hold for 3 seconds. Quite a long process. Takes about 2.5 minutes. Not sure what happened, but at least it's working. Okay, drain. I wonder if I put it on service mode by mistake, because I needed to pre-rinse some stuff in there because well, I took it out, but they were really, really dirty. And I thought I turned it on, but I didn't. And I pressed start until because normally I do it without looking, and I just press it until I hear the beep. And I reckon oops. What? Okay. I reckon what I did this by mistake. I pressed that, and then you go like, oh. Um, Damn it. This dishwasher's so weird. Oh, that's right. Yes, tripods. So we have very basic model. The model for my dishwasher is Hotpoint HSFE 1B19. Made in EU. Serial number 2019, I think. I'm not very good at reading serial numbers. Can't see, I'm afraid, but yeah. So we have Eco 50, which I don't use. Intensive 65, that doesn't do a pre-rinse. It goes straight into the main wash, which kind of sucks, really. Normal 55 degrees, which does a pre-rinse. I think that's around 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's around 2.5 hours. We then have your delicates, 45. I've got paint on my hand, excuse that, I've been painting today at work. We have quick wash, 30 degrees, which does only one rinse, which is, again, kind of sucks. So you have your rinse aid mixing with your detergent and salt and whatnot, so not a good cycle. This is the one that I use on a daily basis, which is half load at 50 degrees or 55, can't remember, but it takes an hour and 10 minutes, and even though it says half load, it washes, doesn't do a pre-rinse, but it washes and then does 2 rinses, with the final one being the heated rinse. And then you have your rinse only program. Now, when I first got this dishwasher, I had to look up the tab button, because apparently if you're using a tab, which I do, I use fairy tabs, you're supposed to press this, or it doesn't allow it on the cycle that I use. However, this is a 3-in-1 tablet option. So if you select, say, normal, and you're using a Fairy Platinum tablet, and you select tab, what happens is it doesn't use as much salt and it doesn't use as much rinse aid. Now, obviously, your Fairy and Finish will say 2 or 3-in-1. However, it's still not as good as you know, using your own rinse aid and your salt, because things were coming out not very nice, quite cloudy, and yeah. So then I done it again with that off, and it uses the normal amount of salt and rinse aid. So I don't touch that, and then obviously you have your time delay, 2 hours, 4 hours, and 8 hours. So yeah, exactly. It seems to be working now. I think it just glitched, Bruno. I don't know what happened. Oops. He is live indeed. He was saying he was going to go live. So yeah, just a quick one really, but at least it's solved now. Simple, turn it off by the mains, and yeah, so I've got to cook my dinner now because it's getting late. I've marinated some chicken, Jay's special chicken, with my secret ingredients. So I'll cook that with some broccoli, carrots. I've got some cream. So I've got some mushrooms, leeks. I'll do that with some cream. And then I'll do some rice as well. So, and then for dessert, I've got my favourite Europe dessert, baklava. Doesn't taste as nice what I had in Cyprus, but it's still, you know, it's all right. But I'm going back to Cyprus this year, and then I'm going to Macedonia, so I'll hopefully pick up some food. So yeah, problem solved, and yeah, I can now wash my dishes tonight in the dishwasher. So let's head on over to Reese's Live. See you later. Bye.